think probably the most consequential move of the trade deadline happened in Cleveland.
Yeah,
where James Harden, where the Clippers sent James Harden over to Cleveland. He's now there. They won last night against the Wizards team, who are trying to figure something out there. Harden didn't really have a great game, took 4 shots, but more of a structural, architectural standpoint. How do you feel about James Harden in Cleveland? Does that create Cleveland as the team to beat in the East, do you think? Do they still have to beat Detroit? Like, where do you see Cleveland in the hierarchy of the East?
Well, I definitely see Cleveland in the top 3. First off, I'm going to say getting James Harden to Cleveland was a great move by the Cavs, right? It gives, Darius, Garland an opportunity to, go to the West Coast and continue to develop himself under T. Lue, but it gives, Donovan Mitchell a partner right now in crime. He's never played with anyone with this kind of talent,
right?
This kind of skill set, this kind of knowledge, experience, who does have things on his resume that Donovan, I feel like, can, connect with that, right? Because I think Donovan is really good in the clutch. So I like this move for Cleveland. That's for sure.
It's an incredible move for Cleveland. I'm worried, going forward and in the playoffs, the Cavs haven't been a great team as far as the playoffs are concerned. Last year, they won almost 70 games. They won 60, mid-60s, and got beat like a drum last year. And I know that's, as a young team, you got to kind of like take those lumps and bruises and get in those rock fights to then have that championship pedigree going forward. I'm just interested to see how things turn out when we get to.
They'll get Evan Mobley back.
I think that's a great point, because if you tell me best big 3 in the East right now, if I take Mobley, Mitchell, Harden, is there a better big 3 in the East right now if you look around the East? I say no. I think that's probably the best 3 combo.
It's difficult. I mean, if you throw Boston in there,
but no Tatum.
But there's also no Mobley.
But Mobley will come back. Yeah, I feel you.
So I'm just saying, from a hypothetical standpoint, I was just mentioning Boston.
But even with the
personally,
big 3,
I think as far as talent and resume, I would say that Cleveland has the best big 3 in the East right now.
It just feels like Detroit has been
they're young,
a very good team this season. But what they are is physical.
They are.
And that you can be young and you can maybe not be as experienced, but if you have that physicality,
come on now,
all of a sudden you start bringing teams down into the mud with you, where it's like, you're going to catch one of these elbows. Yeah, Beef Stew is going to be up in your face and let you know what's up.
Yes.
Which we'll get to Beef Stew in a little bit too.
We got to get to him. We got to get to that old school throwback
Which
player.
We'll get to that in a second. But you look at that Pistons team, and they're built a lot like the Pistons team of old, where the physicality, the defense, the rattlesnake mean dudes that are there have that formula of, all right, wait a second. If you're playing a finesse team like Boston, if you're playing a finesse team like the New York Knicks, if you're playing a finesse team like the Cleveland Cavaliers, you're young and inexperienced, but man, that physicality bridges the gap a lot.
Yeah, it does. I agree with you to a certain extent.
I know you would, because I know you like that physicality.
I love
that
physicality,
physical basketball.
But the under the radar thing that the Celtics did is they were able to move Anthony Simons, who's another Florida boy, to the Bulls, and they got a centerpiece right now, who is proven, right? He's proven that he can play, as a lead player or as a glue guy. So if Tatum does decide to come back on a year where Boston should have considered maybe tanking or just,
Facts.
developing their young guys, they're really, to me, positioned in the top 3 to 5 in the East.
Yeah, easily. And obviously JB's been playing amazing this year.
For sure.
I worry about rushing back Jason Tatum.
I do. I worry about
because
it.
This is a longer play, especially that this has not been a lost season that you can build on and help a lot of the young guys get real experience. Even if you're out in the first round, even if you're out in the second round, all of a sudden you start getting those stripes of, all right, I've played in the playoffs before. Like, I know what the lights look like at the Garden when it's playoff time. Like, I've been in those physical, elbow games. I've done all that stuff. And then you add JT back in the mix, and all of a sudden Boston regains its form. But man, I saw him playing against guys in the main G League affiliate.
Yeah, it's a different level.
That's Jason Tatum. Okay, like I get it. But when you play in the playoffs, and you're coming off, obviously you've come off major injuries like that where you've had to come back and work in.
Yeah.
And Achilles, though, is a different monster.
It is. It is. And, you know, here's the thing, man. We remember Willis Reed in the Garden because he decided that he would play through injury, that he would go for it, right? Man, opportunities to win don't come frequently.
Yeah.
I think it would be a great opportunity to show his humility, just him being on the court, right, and still highlighting those guys. You have to respect them.
Yeah.
Right. So if you can stay healthy, which is a big concern, I don't know if there's a lot of guys who pop an Achilles once and then do it again like immediately. Yeah. Usually it might happen like down the road right? a little bit. But the Achilles is it's a very, you know,
it used to be a death sentence.
It's a tricky injury, especially now. I mean, there's more studies and more science that goes into it. But look, it's a personal decision and it's a organizational decision. Do you want to let Tatum come back and y'all try and make a run, or do you want to make sure that he's extremely healthy and then these young guys get experience, become more valuable if you want to package some things up in the summer? Because there will be movement in the summer.